breaking news. Apparently, Darrell Brooks has escaped prison, got a sex change, and is now identifying as Princess Kalifia Han Tupac Bey II. When I seen Princess Kalifia on the news, I contacted the prison to find out what was going on with Brooks, and they responded just saying that we haven't checked up on him in months. I can't blame them, I wouldn't have checked up on him either, but now he's back at it again in the court system. And now he's defending the entity of Dejuane Anderson. So I actually heard about this girl off of Twitter. So, you know, thanks Twitter, you finally did something right for me. People were calling her the female Darrell Brooks. And she does remind me of him in a lot of ways, not just looks wise, even though she does kind of look like him a little bit. But anyway, I wanted to find out what the law was behind her. What is the lawful law? So this is Dejuane Anderson, in court, facing charges related to killing her 5-year-old son. Her son was found dead in a suitcase in 2022.
This Las Vegas suitcase was found in the woods at the end of a dead-end road in eastern Washington County on April 16th. The little boy inside, we've now learned, was 5-year-old Cairo Jordan from Atlanta.
I actually have a hard time understanding exactly what took him. Maybe that'll come out in trial. But here's what articles are saying. Maybe you'll have an easier time comprehending this than I did. They think he died of dehydration from vomiting so much. This isn't the first time I made a video on somebody who died in a suitcase. Last year I made a video on Sarah Boone, the woman who locked her boyfriend up in a suitcase and left him there to die overnight. I actually really liked that video, even though it didn't do well on YouTube. Check that one out if you're interested. I've been waiting for that trial to start, but it keeps getting delayed. I think she's on her 7th or 8th lawyer by now, so who knows when that's gonna happen. When it does, I'll cover it. Oh, and Dejuane had an accomplice. Yeah, she was found 2 years ago and pled guilty, but Dejuane herself has been on the run and was just recently found.
State troopers tell us they have already arrested another suspect in this case, the woman you see here, Dawn Coleman.
And they believe the motive for why they killed this child was because they thought that he was possessed by a demon. Yikes. You know, my grandmother used to always use cases like this to tell me just how lucky I was. Which, thinking about it now, yeah, I think I am pretty lucky my mother didn't murder me. I mean, I was kind of a demon myself as a kid. Wait.
Social media posts from both women indicate they believe the little boy was possessed by a demon.
But to stay on topic, let's bring in Miss Anderson. I do want to warn you, though, she is a bit cuckoo. She walks in with like 10 different expressions on her face. I'm sure this is just a brilliant way for her to mask how she's really feeling. Wait a minute. This isn't Chuck E. Cheese.
F1833, State of Indiana versus Is Dejuane Anderson. Miss Anderson, for the record, would you state your full name, please?
Yes, I am Princess Kalifia Han Tupac Bey II, representing the entity Dejuane Anderson.
And yes, that is the one and only Princess Kalifia Han Tupac Bey II, representing the entity of Dejuane Anderson.
I don't consent to being called that name.
You're known as Dejuane Anderson?
I'm representing the entity of Dejuane Anderson.
So if it hasn't occurred to you now, she is a sovereign citizen, or at least something like that. Maybe she's like a living person, or one of those Moorish people. What are they called? Oh, and you know she's gonna be challenging jurisdiction. Oh, hell yeah, she has to. She has no choice. The only question is, will she accept it once it's proven, or will she continue to axe it over and over and over?
And the jurisdiction still has yet to be proven.
You accept the challenge of the jurisdiction.
First, you have jurisdiction.
Hey, maybe she'll even take off her shirt, just like Darrell Brooks did too. You know what? Actually, no, I don't want to see a 65-year-old topless woman. Oh, did I mention she was 65?
Your date of birth?
My date of birth is February 2nd, 1961.
That would make you how old?
That would make me 63 years old.
I mean, she do be looking good for 65. Why would somebody lie about being 65? What would that actually get you? Oh, you know what it is? She probably wants like the senior discount or something. Does that work? She's out there scamming restaurants. Wow, the nerve.
And the last 4 digits, your social security number?
I do not have a social security number. I have a declaration of nationality underneath the Washita Moors of the Indigenous People of United Nations, Chapter 221593.
I have no idea what she's saying, but judging from her face, I don't think she does either.
What's your address?
My address is...
Damn, the mouth on her. Get her, boys. Oh, wait. They were just bleeping out the address. Oh, My bad. I gotta stop doing that.
You read and understand the English language.
Yes, I do.
If I say something you don't understand, will you let me know?
I will most definitely will.
She definitely will. Most definitely will. Definitely. I'm calling it now. I don't understand is going to be one of her favorite phrases. If you've seen my last video, you know I went through all the sovereign citizen arguments and how they all say the same exact things.
I don't understand.
I don't understand any of that.
I don't fundamentally understand that.
I don't understand.
I do not understand.
I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand.
I know it must not be easy to listen to the charges, but when the judge reads them, she tries to remain calm and only use subtle facial expressions. So let's see how she does.
And the prosecutor formed the statute in such cases made and provided money. Count 2 for the 16.
Perfect. That definitely wasn't concerning at all.
I want to file a motion for self-representation.
You understand if you do that, you are required to conduct yourself as a lawyer.
I do understand. I have a master's in history,
That doesn't give you a law degree, though.
but I do understand how to read procedures and understand the court procedures.
A master's in history? Like, that's gonna get her very far. Sorry. I didn't realize you could still hear me.
Make your request in writing. Okay?
I will, most definitely.
Uh,
I do understand that there are things that involve my case as far as the evidence that I hold, which is Q classified evidence, which should be turned over to Judge Advocate General Courts immediately.
Did she say general? What the hell does he have to do with this?
Because my case involves other cases that are open currently with Judge Advocate General Courts, as well as federal investigations that are open.
Quick, call the general.
For the best car insurance rates in town, call 1-800-GENERAL now!
well, if the Judge Advocate General approaches us, we'll address it at that time.
Okay.
I mean, they're part of the military for... Oh, wait, this is part of maritime admiralty law, isn't it? Oh, okay, it's a little different, but I can't wait to hear this.
All courtrooms in this country are maritime admiralty law courtrooms that process people, aren't they?
I'm supposed to be in this admiralty court if we're in a common law court or the admiralty court.
She does seem nice and composed, you know, outside of the facial expressions and stuff. But we see sovereign citizens go from 0 to 100 all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if she just attacks people in court. You don't know what you're gonna get. Sovereign citizens are like a box of chocolates. They might kill you. And you can't hold them liable in court because they're chocolate.
We don't have subject matter jurisdiction.
I am curious at how this case is gonna go. I wonder, is she gonna claim insanity? Is she gonna fake a disability? You know, every good sovereign citizen fakes at least one disability. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
This woman makes more faces than that Chick-fil-A chick I keep seeing online.
Barbecue sauce, or do you have like a buffalo sauce? No Chick-fil-A sauce?
No, I don't want Chick-fil-A sauce. Leave me alone, lady. You're scaring me.
I'll find you.
And if I ran into her, I wouldn't know what to do. I don't know why she's making so many faces. It's like she's trying to present herself as a nice, composed adult, but the mask is slipping, and despite that, she has been doing pretty well up until this point, where she has to listen to the state speak against her.
It's the state's position.
Yes, Your Honor.
So she decides to give the state the Darrell Brooks stare down. This is why, in reality, you shouldn't represent yourself. Because when you represent yourself, your case is personal. They're just doing their job. You need to be the bigger person and decide to take the high road. I learned that from another lawyer.
Again, I choose to take the high road.
2-year mark. So I would argue that the defendant has been a fugitive since that time her identification has been made. I think that raises any bond in a murder case to be something of the utmost importance and should be of an amount that should be very difficult, if not impractical, for her to be able to afford or feel.
So the prosecution is asking the judge to give her a heavy bail because they think that she is a flight risk since she's been hiding from the cops for 2 years. But Dejuane has a weird objection.
The basis of my objection is the fact that I am not a fugitive. I have been under NSA surveillance for the past 8 months, and how can that qualify me as a fugitive on the run when I've also had a detail from Space Force that was following my every move?
Yeah, Space Force. I don't know. If they took 2 years to find you, it's because they didn't know where you were.
When I contacted the Indiana State
Let me
to
tell
arrest
you,
me.
that is not a valid legal objection. If you want to represent yourself, you're going to have to learn the rules of evidence and the rules of procedure.
If she was being watched by the Space Force, how would she even know? Did somebody wave to her from a UFO? What happened? This judge seems like a no BS kind of guy. You know, I love Judge Darrow, but a lot of people criticized her for tolerating as much as she did. So maybe we'll get to see what happens when a judge puts their foot down right away. He did assign her a public defender, but he's also given her the chance to make the motion for self-representation, so we'll have to see if that is accepted or not. It might be. The trial is set for August, so if you're interested, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Lord AC. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.